Hey, what's going on, nation? Today I'm going to share with you guys the 3 most common mistakes holding back your muscle up. Now, if you're watching this video and you can do at least 8 to 10 pull-ups in a row, there should be no reason why you can't bang out a few muscle ups. Whether it's just 1 or 2, you should be able to do them. And if you can't, it's most likely because 1 or all 3 of these mistakes are holding you back. Now, as always, guys, if you're enjoying the content, please show the love and hit that like button. The last video on the anabolic window got over 6,000, and that it might not mean a lot to you guys, but it means a lot to me. It really shows me that you appreciate the content and that you want to see more. So hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And also, guys, please turn on video notifications so you get notified as soon as a new video upload comes out. Now, let's get on to those 3 mistakes. The first mistake is improper hand placement. It has to do with both your grip and your wrist. And if you're messing this up, guys, you are doomed to fail before you even started swinging to try your first muscle up. And what I mean by that is, most people, when they attempt to muscle up, number 1, they squeeze the barbell as hard as they can. And number 2, when they hang at the bottom, they hang like this with their wrists directly under their fingers or directly under the bar. And if you're hanging like this, as soon as you start to come up and you're squeezing as hard as you can, you basically lock yourself right here. And this is where a lot of you guys are probably getting stuck. You're not able to get any higher than this because as soon as your arm comes up and hits your wrist, you can't bend anymore. So you get stuck in this position. So there's 2 ways to fix this mistake. Number 1, you're going to have to loosen your grip up just a little bit so that your hand can slide as you're going up and over. And number 2, and this is the most important, guys, is you want to actually start with your wrist higher like this, okay? Now, obviously, you can't get it up and over the bar because then you'd be hanging quite weird. But what you want to do is, instead of hanging down like this, guys, just take a second to kind of readjust. Maybe put some chalk in your hands if the bar's slippery, but just get your wrist up a little bit like this. It's going to make all the difference as you guys come up and then swing over the bar. So again, don't grab the bars tight with your hands, and then instead of having your wrist hang directly underneath the bar like this, guys, try to start with your wrist up just a little bit, and that's going to help you swing up and over. The second mistake is not keeping your core tight and not tensing all the muscles in your back. What happens to a lot of people is, let's say you get the grip thing down, okay? Your grip is nice and loose, your wrists are a bit over the bar to allow you to swing up and over, but now what's happening is if you just do a dead hang like this, and this is how you're starting to do the muscle up, you're creating a lot more energy that your body has to expend in order to get up and over the bar. What I mean by that is, if you just hang dead like this, look how far my chest is from the bar as I start to come up and around. I'm really far away. In order to save as much energy as possible to do 1 or multiple muscle ups, you want to keep your upper body as close to the bar as possible throughout this whole movement of going around and up. And the easiest way to do that is to tense your back and then get your elbows slightly forward like this. So instead of hanging straight like this, you're actually going to flex your back and flex your lats a bit and hang more like this with a slight bend in your elbows. So I'll show you what that looks like right here. So this is the dead hang, which you don't want to do, okay? So you're hanging like this. This is what you don't want to do. Now what you want to do to get yourself into position is tense your back and then bring your elbows forward like this. And now you guys can see as I come up, look how much closer I am to the bar already. You see what I'm saying? I cut off at least 5 or 4 inches from doing a dead hang like this and trying to go up and around, okay? That's going to make a big difference in terms of how fast you go up and over and how much energy you save for more repetitions. And the final mistake is that you're not taking advantage of the momentum and energy that you're generating at the top of the movement to complete your repetition. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people, when they get to the top like this, they still try to use like energy or they still try to use their muscles to bring themselves from here to here. And what you should be doing is literally, once your body gets high enough to where you can just kind of throw yourself forward over the bar, that's exactly what you want to do. take advantage of the momentum that you're creating and bringing yourself to the top of the movement, so that as soon as you get to here, you can literally come up and then just throw yourself over and then do the dip portion, come back down, boom, throw yourself over, push up, come back down, and just like this. So don't be afraid to really generate as much momentum as you need to get yourself up and over the bar. And I guarantee if you apply these 3 tips to your muscle up and you get rid of these mistakes, you'll be able to do it in no time. Now obviously the goal of a muscle up is eventually to be able to get to the point to where you can do it without having to use so much momentum. And for those of you guys who want to see a more in-depth video that I've done on how to progress with the muscle up to be able to literally walk over to a bar, grab it, and just pull yourself up and over, which looks extremely badass, mind you. I'll post a link to that video down in the info section below so you guys can perfect your muscle up even more. So I hope this video helps you out, and if you do try this in the gym and you are able to do a muscle up, I better hear about it down in that comment section below. So once again, guys, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.